Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. We'll have a video clip in there. We might put it after this one. We were working on some part of the model. It was a rear and I made a rear differential for it out of putty. Can you see that defect in the fender right there? Look at this one. Let's back off and focus. We'll start turning it. See it? We're just sand it out. We're going to glue the hood on this and paint this without an engine in it. We already made sure the front grille will fit after the hood's on. We double checked. Oh, see them holes right there? 1 and 2. The bumper has pegs on it. One of them broke. Not focus. So we kind of glued another peg on it. We don't know how see-through this is. It might be flat black in there. Interior is going to be a surprise. You don't get to know what the interior is going to be till we're done. Kind of odd how this goes together. I'll try to show you back in here. We got to clean all this, so we're not too worried about getting dirty. Get over here. It goes around the tailgate. The back of the body does. See? That part of the body right there goes around the tailgate. So that fits really good. It's the problem in the front again with the dash and the windshield. So I don't know what to do. The windshield has to be in there before you put the dash in. So we're going to hope for the best. If anything, we'll be probably trying to grind some of the bottom of the windshield away. Because my 55, the dash sets too low. If you look at that picture I took real close, you'll see the dash is setting down too low in there. Does not fit up in there. Let's just hold the front axle. And we have pictures at the end, so look at that. We're going to take a break and do a little more work. I don't know if I'm going to get brave enough to paint this or not today. I think we're just going to make this body color so it's all custom looking. And not worry about the chrome on it. It'll be a custom car. So our battery symbol is flashing. We need to get that changed. This is a project I'm working on. I'll probably go on Sunday in the shop. I'll do this as fast as I can. I needed an axle and a rear end for a model car. It's for that one. We'll show you that in a few minutes or later on. Okay. We took a piece of plastic and we ground it out. I know it's crude. We ground it out and we cut our axle in half and epoxied it in there, okay? And we used some foil tape as the epoxy was hardening. That's our 2-part epoxy, okay? Then we took that concrete filler stuff that we showed in a video and we molded this little piece right here, okay? We're trying to make a rear differential. What we used as a guide is this right here. If you put this up here, it will fit in one of these ends. See that? We're kind of going for a 4 9-inch rear end, which they're not like that. We will take that will be flattened off the back. There's some little cracks there. You can see where I'm putting model car glue. Because when I drilled this, I used a Dremel tool. Back off. Then I went through with a drill bit and made it bigger and bigger. Well, I got a few cracks. We're going to put some... I need a pointer. Definitely like some maybe foil tape wrapped real skinny right here. Because you have part of a housing coming on. This will not look that bad when it's in the model, because you'll be looking at it like this. You'll see none of this garbage stuff. Because if you look underneath it, say it's in the model car and you're looking at it, it's on the shelf. It's going to be kind of like that, tilting up where you'll just see the plastic. Okay, so this ain't spun the way it should be. This should spin in here pretty carefully. And be careful not to crack nothing. This stuff is hard, but it will crumble very easily. It is soft inside. You can carve it, it's the next day. It may get a little harder over the days, but you see where I got the remnants of an X? I had lines all over this. See? See where we got lines all over this thing? And how I done that was sandpaper on edge. You got your folded edge, right? I'm having getting to. I use the sharp edge, not the folded way I use both. And I went like this, okay, to dig into it. Then I turned around and I came out and went like this. And you can curve paper to do something. So I went like this to make it. Was that dug down both ways? We're going to try to get up close. I figured out, I think this table has something to do with how this focuses. See, you need it flat there and you need it rounded there. Man, I'm looking. I'm like 3 inches from this thing. Yeah, you won't see that garbage on there. You'll just see like the tube when I'm done. Because I'm not done sanding and grinding yet. Okay. Don't make fun of these. I'll have a picture somewhere or stop right now. Do not make fun of these. If you're building model stuff for little small woodcrafting, and I could teach you someday how to find a 32nd and a 64th by using these numbers. Because they're not going to give you no instructions. Oh, in millimeters. I showed on a vernier caliper, I have a steel one, how you find a number which is close, say it's like 10.5 millimeters. Well, you got to go up here and find a number that matches and lines up directly with a line. And some of them will fit to the left, some will be too far to the right, one will be just right. And the 5, common sense, look for it, hopefully that lines up on something that is a half. So that's how I cheat. I just look at the 5 when I know it's like a 0.5 millimeter. Because these axles are 1.5 millimeters. You gotta bear with me, one hand and no tripod. See that 1.5? See where the 5 lines up right there? The line 4.5 and 4, they look like they're too far to the whatever. I get confused. The left side would be too far to the right of the line. Everything on this side, like the 6, would be too far left of the line. See where the 7's really too far left and the 8? They're to the left of the line. So you read these, studied up. This, I'll teach you that, what 1/28 is. You do the math. It's 2/64, which is 1/32. 1/32 is half a 16, so I think the 4 is your favorite number for finding 30 seconds. I just know how to do this by playing with them. This is like where the roller wheel should have been. No, don't make fun of these. You would not believe what a guy could power machine with this plastic thing. Anyway, there's your lesson for the day on that. You've had enough of that. We're not here for math. No. We'll come back to this later. I said these long clips like this, like 6 minutes already just jabbering. That's why these are going Sunday in the shop video. Oh, the wheels. Let's get that and we're out of here on this clip. We're trying to tuck these in here. Can you see the Sharpie marker line to center the wheel well? Remember, they made this for them big slicks. We're trying to fill these wheel wells in to make a lowrider. Not lowrider. Well, not really. We're just slamming it to the street. Lowrider's always set like this. We're slamming this to the street. These tires will not work. Believe it or not, they're factory that came with it, but they are too fat. they will hit. They were made to be jacked way up on a four-wheel drive. They will not fit up in there. They will hit the wheel well. In fact, they hit. Here's the tub that comes out. They will hit back in here in places. It doesn't need how you can work on the rear end back here. And this had the frame went on it. Well, we're not going to worry about all that. We're just trying to make it fit. And we built a straight axle for this. We'll show sometime. See how these are bigger hubcaps? Rims? You can't put these hubcaps in here. They won't stay on the tire. So we're going to use them with the 55 Chevy. We're going to use the white balls with that color paint. What do you think? Another question, what would you do? When you paint this model, I don't have no silver paint that's any good. Okay, so here's the problem. I used to buy I bought a Sharpie pen one time. It was silver and it looked kind of like chrome. When you paint this model, would you paint this blue and leave it blue? The windshield frame? Because this is what the interior will be. This is your box. This will be body color blue. The interior is probably going to be black, just flat black. Maybe the dash will be enameled. But I don't know if I'm going to put white seats with black door panels or what I'm going to do. But no, this has to be the interior color. This is part of the body. Yeah, this will fit better than what you think, if I can see it. See up there when this had a brace? The interior hits right. I'm not taking that nub out. The interior hits that. It's perfect. But I think we're having the same problem with the dash. Once you put the windshield in, the dash does not go up as far. So you have to paint this, put the windshield in, and then fit the dash interior. I think you know what I mean. I got the windshield in, or at least temporarily and taped in to fit the dash up there. Because it hits the bottom of the windshield. Arg, arg, arg. You see where you get frustrated real fast? Yeah, this little ferrule thing's off one of my X-Acto knife holders. Okay. We'll stop yakking and we'll take pictures of this. So at the end of this video, if it's in Sunday in the shop, look for these pictures at the end of my videos. And you'll see this finished differential here. Maybe not mounted, but it'll be finished. Well, what do you think? This is the exact measurement I need in that little Jimmy there. Same as the Blazer. They just changed the stickers, that's what I always say. Change the grill and you get a GMC. And that's about all they did. See how I shaped that right there? Now, here's the rear end out of the 55 Chevy. So it's much bigger, but we just want to see if we can make one. Look at this. You see how warped these? This is how this model came. And I've even straightened these. So you can keep your hands clean. I still got epoxy stuck to my fingers from yesterday. Look at that. Okay. There should be some collars right here or something. Because if you look at this, bring that back. See the taper in this rear end? I should at least put some collars or something. I might find something. Because people build rear end housings and do what they want. You can buy aftermarket. That's just rounded. You won't see that. So all this nasty stuff you're not going to see. You won't see it anyway. It'll just be on the shelf. Okay. Here's why I had to make an axle for the front. I had to take a piece of plastic, which was bigger than this, machine it down to this size to go into the wheels. Because this is how they're made. This goes on. Oh, little tip. Scrape the chrome off the back of this and scrape this plastic and glue these together before you put the tires on. You can put these tires on if you're careful. I used to soak them in hot water when I was a kid. But I always put these on first. If it has backing plates like that and the axle goes into the actual hubcap or mag, glue them together first and put your tires on just like you do a real tire. You might have to soak them in hot water. Those are going to look nice on there. Look at the bling. 55 Chevy. Okay, I want to show you something. This front suspension. Okay, this piece, if we can back up here. This is a separate piece, okay? These are separate pieces. Lower control arm A-frame, upper control arm, I call it A-frame. Coil springs, these kingpins, or whatever they want to call them. And I have a set for the lowest height. See, the farthest hole up is the lowest height. And the tie rods. I put this together just to see if I still could. And no, I'm not going to make it so it turns. This is a big thing. Well, you can make this so the wheels can turn. Well, when I was a kid, I figured out it's pretty junky. But I did like the height adjustment. I had a 57 Chevy that this was in, model car. See, I remember that was baby blue and dark blue interior. And I never did paint that thing on the side white. I never painted the chrome because I wasn't. They make chrome stuff. You can look it up on videos. People try to paint chrome. They try to glue chrome on. Is that a cobbled affair or what? And the frame goes right through. See that hole up in there? Just in time for the whistle unit. There's where the frame went through on that car, because it was real skinny up there and then it stuck out, got smaller for the bumper. So the frame rode through there. We might make some rat rods someday and put this on it. What do you think? Most rat rods have a straight axle, but it just depends on what it is. A rat rod can be anything. There you go. And this rear end will be used in something. I made a dragster years ago out of pieces of everything. Wire and wood. And it had a little guided set in it that came with another little toy car where the race car driver sat down in there and it fell apart. And I found it one day. It was all in pieces. But it had spoke mags on the front. Oh, these clamps work good. I used them to clamp this rear end together because I had to glue it out here. Okay, and it wasn't straight. Because they only give you glue spots right in this area. But I always put glue down the tube and glue it. And then you can always get an axle to go through it. See, you had too much glue, you'll get an axle to go through there. You'll chew your way through. That's about it for this clip. We're going to put these in the computer and this will be part of Sunday in the Shop. We're out of here. We've had enough. It's Halloween day and I've listened to every Halloween song they could play on the radio. All the oldies. So I did enjoy doing that. So stay tuned. We'll see what we'll have next in the video this week. Well, we're going to call this week's video good. Look for all the pictures or stuff that I show of how I did the body and put plastic melted in there so I can get it in my vise. You know, so how that plastic melted in there. Looks pretty good. I see a few little defects, and that's two times spraying. I had to paint that outside. I could not see with my LED light what I was looking at. It's kind of an odd color. We're just going to leave the door panels body color. I'm not going to get in there and try to paint them dark blue in there. No. Not me. That's flat black on the floor that's sprayed into the lid of my spray can. So it's the little Testers mini spray cans because I don't have none in a bottle. I did the dash instead of the decal. It's good enough for me. You're going to really see this car because there's no top on it. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.